attorneys for Dominion voting systems had some harsh words for MyPillow, which means it's time for another episode of Pillow Talk.
God gave me this platform. I already know I'm going to win.
China did our vote. Biden and Harris would say, hey, we're here to protect the country, and resign.
Mike Lindell's a conspiracy.
But you haven't.
Just forget about the evidence. This was attacked.
On Monday, lawyers for Dominion had asked a judge to allow their $1.3 billion defamation suit against Mike Lindell to move forward. Not only that, but they also accused him of being a schoolyard bully. I love it. All right, so now, in a Monday night court filing, Dominion attorneys had compared Lindell and MyPillow to bullies, while asking a judge to move their lawsuit forward and dismiss a counterclaim that was filed by Lindell's attorneys. So the Dominion lawyers argued that upholding the counterclaim, which is for, get this, $1.6 billion. Oh, see, we're going to take your 1.3 and we're going to add 0.3 bill. We're going to add more to it. I'm sorry, it's just so absolutely ridiculous, right? That it breaks my brain. We're just going to add just a little bit more. A little bit more. Why? What's the point? And do a counterclaim. Counterclaim for what? But now the lawyers for Dominion argued that upholding this counterclaim would have wide-ranging and detrimental effects on other cases. The proverbial bully in the schoolyard bully who can't take a punch is not even the right analogy, the lawyers write in their filing. Lindell and MyPillow are bullies who, after attacking their victim in the schoolyard, claim that the victim is forbidden from going to the nurse to dress his wounds or to the principal office to have them held accountable. It is no stretch to say that these counterclaims threaten the rule of law. If allowed to proceed, they would impose liability on innumerable parties engaging in ordinary day-to-day acts of litigation. So again, it's total bullshit that Lindell actually literally did a counterclaim about Dominion, especially after the hours and hours of video that we have of him saying very, very untrue, defamatory statements about Dominion voting systems, as well as like Smartmatic. For example, right, on January 16th, Lindell claimed, once again, without evidence, that Dominion machines were quote-unquote built to cheat in an interview on Right Side Broadcasting Network. According to the complaint, the host then urged everyone watching right now to go to mypillow.com and offered a code for 66% off. You're going to see that this is a bit of a theme here. We have 110 products now, Lindell said, repeating their promotional code. On that same day, the complaint says MyPillow offered a $45 discount and a not-so-subtle nod to the 45th President of the United States for anyone using the promo code QAnon. During another Lindell media appearance on February 4th, host of the Victory Channel show Flashpoint urged viewers to buy, once again, from MyPillow. We've got to support patriots, folks, said the host, Gene Bailey. I don't care if you don't need a pillow. Go order one and give it to somebody else. Like, that's probably got to be like the worst gift to ever get, to receive. Hey, I got you a MyPillow. So like and that too sets up a situation, right? Where if you're wondering why your crazy uncle, who, is QAnon, is suddenly giving everyone MyPillows for Christmas, you know why. You know why. This is why. And so, what a terrible gift. The thing's like a brick. All right, anyway. The company also says that it had told Lindell to stop saying these false things. Hey, just please, like, I don't care. I don't care if you believe in insane election conspiracies, whatever. please stop lying about our company. That's all we're asking you, please. Several times, cease and desist, please stop. And of course, we know that they didn't. They doubled, tripled, quadrupled, whatever, down on the big lie, of course, about Dominion and Smartmatic. Claiming that, of course, like, oh, it was created by the ghost of Hugo Chavez, in Venezuela, and we also have the Iranians that are out there that are, and the people from Uranus. They're also trying to steal the election with China, and that China is doing the hacking of the Smartmatic and the Dominion, and all working together with the ghost of Hugo Chavez and Saddam Hussein, all to try to steal the election. Wow. Insane. Insane. But of course, there's a reason for the insanity, a method to the madness, or at least a result of this madness. But first, let me give you a quote here from Dominion Voting Machines lawyers, the company's lawyers. Despite having specifically directed to the evidence and sources disproving the big lie, Lindell knowingly lied about Dominion to sell more pillows to people who continued tuning in to hear what they wanted to hear about the election, the complaint says. And as proof, on January 18th, Lindell told Right Side Broadcasting that his business had gone up 30 to 40% in recent days. And on February 19th, he said on Rudy Giuliani's podcast, he's got a podcast. Everybody's got a podcast apparently these days. He said that while he was on his podcast, that in the previous 3 to 4 weeks, he had sold about 300,000 copies of his autobiography. What are the odds? From crack addict to CEO. Wow. So, again, here's the dumbass that keeps lying and then admitted numerous times that, and this is after he lied, that he was selling more and more pillows. Every time he lied, he'd sell more pillows. Weird. How'd that work out? Well done. Maybe that's why Mike Lindell will not share requested documents to the court, for discovery in this lawsuit. Now, the problem with that, of course, is that if you don't share the documents that are requested, then you might just end up getting a default judgment against you, which in this case would cost them $1.3 billion. They're not going to settle. Dominion's lawyers are already like, no, of course we're not going to settle. You keep doubling down, tripling down. It's not even about the damage. It's not even about the money now. I just want to admit that they're wrong. That's all we want. And then, of course, we're going to take your money. We're going to take everything. And so now, Pillow Guy, I think he knows in the back of his mind that he has no chance. And so what they're doing, and again, he's got no chance. And by the way, he doesn't have that much money. There's no way. There's not enough money stuffed under his mattress that could equal the default judgment or any judgment, right? And so, again, what this is that I think it's a stall technique. It's a stall technique. First, they're going to fully exhaust their appeals, which, okay, they have the legal right to, of course. And they're hoping that somehow this goes to the Supreme Court. Now, it's not. I think it's very unlikely. I know the thought process here. There's conservative Supreme Court, so obviously they're going to rule in favor of me, right? No, they don't want to touch it. They don't want to touch this at all. And so, but understand that the process of going through all these appeals and, going through and trying to work your way up potentially to the Supreme Court, that's going to take a lot of time. And that's the point. It's a stall tactic. Again, that's just, for me, that's pretty obvious, but I don't know what's going on in that crack-addled brain. Who knows, right? Maybe he thinks that he can hold out until Trump gets reelected. That's possible. And then somehow, what? Trump will make that case disappear? I don't know. But now that I think about that possibility, and of course the fact that it's very likely that if Trump does win, he's going to pull all the stops, completely go full fash. Well, I wouldn't, well, now I'm a little worried. Great.